It's not Versace, it's Versace. Oh, I don't know how long I can take myself seriously. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Morbid Gamer here, back with another video. Today we're doing a ranking of all the packs based off of Create a Sim. Hence why today I'm a fashion critic. Oh, you want to see my credentials? Hello. I'm subscribed to Vogue. I've watched The Devil Wears Prada like 50 times. I was a fashion student. What more do you want from me? But yes, throughout this whole video, keep in mind that fashion and clothes, liking clothes, which there is a difference, but it's all subjective. So keep that in mind while watching this. And yeah, let's go ahead and go into our tier list, which I have ready for you guys right here. On the top, we have Milan Darling. Just send it down the runway. That's how good it is. Next, we have Looking Good. Okay, simple enough, straight to the point. We get it. Then there's Passable, like, okay, I'll let it slide, but I see you. And there's What Were You Thinking? Like, when you stepped out that door, did you look in the mirror today? Then there's Don't Ever Do It. Like, just don't ever do it. And last but not least, we have Shred It. Burn it, shred it, do whatever you have to do, make it not exist. So there you have it. That is our tier list. And the first one we have to do is Sims 4. Y'all thought base game was going to just slide on by? I don't think so. There's no Sims 4 icons, so I'm just gonna use the free holiday stuff they gave us. Out the gate, I just wanna say that I understand what it is that they had to go through when designing all this. Like, you have to appeal to a vast audience and basically cover and blanket a big, wide range of people because this is the core, like, in-game stuff. With all that being said, I think that doesn't negate the fact that a lot of the things in here are just not cute. I think this came out in 2014 and like a lot of the things in here are just scream 2000s. Why? Y'all really should have consulted someone when designing a whole line for a whole like group of people, and I really don't think they did that, and it shows. But it's definitely not the worst. This is like the best outfit that I can come up with, not gonna lie, and it's again not the worst. So on this tier list, we're gonna have to put it at like passable. It gets the job done, I guess. Next DLC pack we have is Outdoor Retreat. What can I say about Outdoor Retreat? A lot of the stuff that we got in here is not cute. Like, what is this? I don't think I've ever dressed my Sims in any of this, and my favorite items are probably those shorts, and they're really like spicy. They cut off at the like really short length. They have this almost like DIY vibe to them. You get a lot of shoes in this one too. Not many are good. I don't even gravitate towards this very often, and this is probably the best outfit that I can come up with using this pack. We're gonna leave it at like, what were you thinking? Because I do like some of the hairs. It's just a lot of the clothing pieces and the shoes are not flattering at all. Who says you can't enjoy the outdoors but still look fashion forward? Tell me. Next up, we have Get to Work. So for me, Get to Work, I really expected like something very put together. I'm talking like blazers, a nice power moment for women, very even some like business casual type outfits, and we kind of like we see that a little bit. I just really would have loved to seen that driven home because a lot of this is just what I thought this was Get to Work. I think we got scientists and detectives, and you could start your own business now, and I really don't see that coming through in a lot of these pieces. Not only that, I just don't like them. I don't think they're nice. I could have seen this being one of my favorites because I love that kind of like look. Even a heel, I think this is like the best heel they gave us. They're not cute. I hate them, but just because she needs a shoe, I'll put it on her. And yeah, this is the best outfit I can come up with. I can't give it... Okay, things in here are more passable than the Outdoor Retreat one, so I'm gonna put this lower. These are subject to change, okay? So I'm giving this a don't ever do it, and I'm okay with that. Next, we have Luxury Party Stuff Pack. I am surprisingly not disappointed with this pack. And for once, I don't hate the accessories in The Sims 4. Most of the time, they tend to be really bulky and ugly, and like, who designed these? But I really like this blazer. Like, I expect this okay, maybe not so revealing, but I expected at least a blazer with like the matching pants and get to work. Didn't get that. And here I am loving these two pieces, and like she looks so good. Don't lie to yourself, you know she does. And I do like a lot of like the gowns and outfits here. Look at these are really amazing. And like this one's my favorite. I love the cutouts, right? Like this one had a vision. I think somebody knew where they wanted to go with this one. Even like the heels, I think these are the best heels in the game. Like I really gravitate towards these three. Thank you whoever was over at EA and designed this creative sim. I love it so much. I won't give it quite a Milan darling, but she's looking good and you can't deny that. Next we have to rank Perfect Patio. Now Perfect Patio, what can I say about you? We get one hair and it's already, I'm not a fan. I don't like the way her forehead's just so prominent. The hairline's very weird on this one. It makes the person's head look big even though it's not big at all. We get like one top, which I don't completely hate, and then a bunch of like outfits which have two bathing suits and then swim trunks. I'm just really lost. And it's crazy because I really love this swimsuit, but if this is all that is good about this pack, it's kind of like so I guess for that reason I'll leave it in the don't ever do it section. But you can best believe that swimsuit saved this pack, saved their butts, because it was close. And who knows, it's still subject to change. Up next we have Spa Day. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and lie that I didn't expect to love Spa Day as much as I did in Create a Sim. I think it's probably one of the best, and I'll explain why in a second. When I think Spa Day, I really do think like taking it easy, relaxing, very zen things. So tell me why we got a lot of like athleisure wear, but it's really good. I have my Sims use this kind of stuff a lot, and these items are very well designed in my humble opinion. It was clear someone had like a vision, a palette, a look that they were trying to achieve with this stuff pack, and I'm vibing it. I'm vibing it so hard. I'm like right up in there. Ugh, look at that mesh detail cut out and like up on the sports bra. Ugh, it's just so good, and I really enjoyed this one. We're gonna have to give this one a looking good, because that is the type of stuff that I want to see. A pack that knows what it is they want to do. After Spa Day came Spooky Day stuff pack. So Spooky Day didn't come with any hairs that I know of, but this pack is just straight to the point. It's just Halloween costumes. That's all it's here to deliver, and I can't hate it for just trying to do that, right? You can't go wrong with costumes. You have so many to choose from. Is that Monster High? No, it's not. And Halloween is like my favorite holiday of all the holidays, so for that reason, we're gonna give it a looking good. I see nothing wrong with the Creative Sim in this pack. After Spooky Day came Get Together, the second expansion. Okay, let me just say this. I don't think that it's the worst thing ever. There are definitely a lot of pieces in here that I enjoy and I gravitate towards. I love a good denim. But from a pack that I think it introduced nightclubs, if I'm not mistaken, it just has a lot of lackluster and old pieces in here that I'm just like, at this point, I think we've reached 2015. Those are some low-rise jeans. I am offended by these jeans. Certain things here work, a lot of things in here don't work, so it's kind of like a 50-50. It's enough that if you buy this pack just for the Creative Sim, I think you can get some decent pieces in here. So it's not the worst thing ever. I love these shoes, by the way. These are cute, and I use these a lot too. This would be a nice outfit also. So I think you know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna get together a passable. It's passable. After that came Movie Hangout. For me, Movie Hangout had a really cool vision for build buy. They definitely had like this boho theme going for that pack. So then tell me why we got some of the weirdest items in here that just don't. Okay, this sort of makes sense in my mind. This looks like some Forever 21 mid 2010s vibe. Okay, I can kind of see this shirt, but some utterly like questionable and like some very tacky items. I'm not afraid to say it. Just leaves me tilting my head to the side and being like, what were you thinking? And I feel like boho fashion is really, really cool. It could be very fun and flowy, earthy tones, and having a lot of pattern. And I did not get that here. So again, I'm just gonna have to rank this. Just no, don't ever do it. That dress saved you. This is a nice dress. Look at that back. I like the back. I like the simple like pattern designs on it. I actually really like these glasses and that hat. I just gave her shoes because she needed shoes, but I don't like the shoes. Not for me, not this one. Up next, we have Romantic Garden, and just like I think the build buy and the gameplay that came in that one, it just lacked life passion. Did we really need this? Why did you give us this? At this point, I really feel like for this one, they just pumped something out for the sake of pumping something out. And I think it's like very clear to see. And that reason alone, we're shredding it. Burn it, shred it, toss it, eradicate it. We don't need it. It's like, why was this made? Next, we have Dine Out. When it comes to a Dine Out, I feel like this was also a very like niche pack. This only was centered around like restaurants and running restaurants, going to restaurants, I guess. But I understand why a lot of this is geared towards like chef attire, cooking attire, waitressing attire. Most of this is utilitarian. I don't really have a favorite outfit, but I do like the little chef look with the hat. I mean, you can't go wrong. And Dine Out makes my job really easy. It's passable. It's nothing like Get to Work. I definitely think it's better than Get to Work, at least. After Dine Out came backyard stuff. This pack to me was very meh when it came to Create Sim. There are some like items in here that I enjoy, like this one piece is really nice, probably some of the best jeans too, but everything else is just lackluster. There's not a lot of items in here. It definitely had potential, and oh my god, I love these wedges. And like wedges have been out of style for a really long time, and I don't think they're coming back anytime soon, but I love these wedges, so that says a lot. So when it comes to ranking this, I don't want to give it a passable just because it has so few things in there. I think I like a total of 4 items. It's also not a what were you thinking. There's like an in-between right here. I would do it. I'm just gonna do a what were you thinking. We might change that. We'll see. After that pack came City Living. We have another expansion. And let me just say, you get a lot of goodies in this. This pack really brought in more cultures, especially in Create Sim. The theme for this one's very like vibrant, whimsical. I'm not mad at this pack. And I think there are definitely a handful of items that work for me in this pack. Like this is really nice. This works for me. So does that. There's a lot of good pieces in here. Obviously some things that don't always work. I love this dress. But even just toning it down, I like this outfit a lot as well. So we're gonna go ahead and give City Living a looking good because they are sitting good in Create Sim for me with the amount of options that we get, and a lot of it works also. After City Living, we got Vintage Glamour. So for Vintage Glamour, we didn't get a lot of things in it. There are a couple of things that I like in here, but not a lot. To me, when I hear Vintage Glamour, I actually think like Hollywood vintage fashion with like black and white movies. Ooh, something along these lines. And I'm like, where is all this? Where is this inspiration? I can kind of see it wanting to poke through, especially in this. I love this. I don't know. I don't think this is an outfit. I think this is definitely a robe, but this could have gone somewhere really cool and awesome, and it just fell flat to me. But yes, RIP what could have been. I'm gonna give this a what were you thinking, as in what were you thinking? This could have been so good, but you just didn't go for it. You let me down. Next up, we have the Vampire Game Pack. It was our first occult pack. They went in a very niche direction when I don't think vampires had to be very niche, but it's kind of got this like gothic vibe, and it makes it not ideal to pair with other creative sim. Like, this is its own thing. The only problem is that there's so little within its own theme. I really don't ever use this, but I'm not a vampire fan, and I'm not looking to be out here dressing all gothic and stuff. Not with my sims. There are a few pieces you can use outside of this, not gonna lie. For the most part, it's gonna be a meh for me. And this is where it gets tricky because I don't like it personally, but I think it still gets the job done. So I don't think it's a don't ever do it. Maybe a what were you thinking, but I'm gonna end up putting it at a passable. After vampires, we have bowling night. Out the gate, before we even get started, I'm just gonna go out and say it. I don't like the time period that this pack was inspired by. And I'm actually glad they went out and like got inspiration from a certain time period. I like when they do that. But one, I don't care for it. I don't even like bowling either. Like, ugh, I've never been a fan. They have like maybe 3 decent items. I really like this top. I really do think these are like one of the best shorts in the game, hands down. But other than that, there's just not much here. I'm so sorry, bowling night, but we're gonna have to go ahead and shred it. Get it out of my sight, yeet it, delete it. I don't want it. After bowling night comes another disastrous pack, to say the least, and that is Parenthood. Ew, I don't find any of these items redeemable. I don't know what went on in the process of making this pack and the creative sim items, but it is really bad, and I'm not exaggerating. None of these things I find redeemable except maybe the pajama bottoms. Maybe I'll give you those. All of these items feel so scatterbrained. Like, huh? Is this what you think of Parenthood? This is a Freudian slip, I swear. I think you know it's clear that for me, this creative sim was definitely a shredded moment. Get it out of here. It never deserved to see the light of day. If I can give it a lower than shredded, I would, but it's bad. After Parenthood, they gave us fitness stuff pack, and let me just say, we've come a long way when it comes to athletic wear. We really have come a long way. So to see like the worst of the worst being represented in this pack, I just don't get it. I don't get it. There was no inspiration. I definitely think there was no inspiration. I don't see things that like are cohesive. Even the leggings, yikes. This is definitely like the best items in this pack. And it's not saying a lot. Oh my god, there were better items for athletic wear in Spa Day than there were in the fitness stuff pack. Huh, y'all need to get whoever worked on Spa Day to have done this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put fitness stuff pack at a don't ever do it. It still has some redeemable items in there for me. It's pretty bad. It's just not shredded bad. Next we have cats and dogs. When it comes to cats and dogs, I don't think it'll come as a shocker, but I don't like a lot of these pieces. They scream very tacky to me, like what you think an obsessed like pet owner would wear. I am an obsessed cat owner, and I do not dress like this. A lot of the stuff is hideous. What? Why was this designed? I don't get it. A lot of this is scattered. It's not very cohesive. This is probably like the best outfit that I can make in this pack, and it's an expansion pack, so you should be getting a lot, but I'm very underwhelmed. I don't like this. I don't see a lot of redeemable items, so believe it when I say you should shred it. Shred it, delete it, eat it. You don't need it. It's almost like the thought process here was cats, dogs, give these people animal prints and like cats on their shirts, and that's all they want to wear, and they want like doggy bones on their skirts. No, I want a nice collection. I want a cohesive and nice wearable collection. That's what I want. After cats and dogs, we got Jungle Adventure. Jungle Adventure is another like niche pack. It was inspired by Latin America, down south to the equator, where it gets real hot. And I'm not gonna lie, I am not really attracted to a lot of these pieces, but I don't hate them either. I see where they were going. I see the inspiration. I know the theme. And I think it works as a collection, and that's what I like to see. And it has a good mix of like cultural things. and like Tomb Raider jungle exploration vibes. So this is probably like the best outfit that I can come up with this pack. I'm not hating it. It looks cohesive and nice. I'm gonna give Jungle Adventure a looking good, because she out here looking good and you can't deny that. So although I said what I said, I'm gonna stick with that. Up next on the list is Laundry Day Stuff Pack. It definitely has a casual vibe going for it, and I'm not mad at it. It is very, yawn, underwhelming. I don't really care for this. It doesn't stick out in my mind. This is probably the most unique outfit, and it's because it has that nice denim vest, but like what is this, 2010? Nobody wears this anymore. By the time this came out, nobody was wearing this anymore. I'm sorry, but I still like this. I still like this outfit. I still like these items. I like the wedges are all right. Overall, I just think it's very meh. So meh that I'm sitting here being like, what were you thinking? So that's where I'm gonna put it. All right, guys, hold on to your britches, because we're going into my first pet stuff, and you know how everybody feels about this one. Not only was this just like lackluster gameplay, lackluster build buy items. It's so lackluster. They gave you a hamster costume and a recolor of a t-shirt with 6 watches. It is bad. It is real bad, people. How dare y'all? How dare y'all send this down the runway? You should be ashamed. Jokes aside, really, it should have never had been released, come out. Just shred it, delete it, get it out of my sight. Oh, look at me go. Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of this just been so lackluster, man. Nothing has really piqued my interest all the way to the top, Anyways, next up we have Seasons. Seasons was the first time we got introduced to like weather in the game. And like, I'm super excited about fall fashion and winter fashion, just because in the game it's always been kind of summery, and also those are my favorite seasons. Like nice trench coats, scarves, layers, stockings. The creme de la creme of fashion is always, in my humble opinion, during fall and winter. Take it or leave it. So let me just say that I expected a lot to come out from this pack. It definitely under-delivered for me. They're really nice items though. I love this jacket. Look at this quilted jacket. So nice. Where was this energy throughout this whole collection for Create It, man? But instead we got more of this. And this is so awkward. It looks like a bath towel with a ribbon slapped on it. Anyways, I'm gonna send her down pantsless because I don't like any of the bottoms, but I love these pieces. So without further ado, I'm just gonna give them a what were you thinking? Because I expected a lot more and I wanted a lot more. After this pack, we got Get Famous. And for Get Famous was another pack I definitely expected more of. Did a lot more fashion forward things. Did we get that? No, we did not. Instead, we got very interesting pieces. Have y'all been to Hollywood? And I get it. A lot of it was geared more towards like the career that came in Get Famous. So I understand a lot of this being very costumey, and I have no problems with the costumes. I actually really enjoy the costumes. My issue comes with items like this. What? Huh? I will say there are a lot of cool items like this piece. I actually kind of like that. I like this. This is actually one of my favorites. They're like this one's one of my all-time favorite pieces, that belt, even though people don't wear those giant belts anymore. I actually really enjoy the asymmetry. This is definitely the best outfit in this pack. I'm gonna give this a what were you thinking moment. I definitely expected a lot more. There are a few things in here that work, but for the most part, I'm just left thinking like, huh? What? Why? After Get Famous came lovely little Strangerville. Okay. Yeah, me and Strangerville don't mix well. Straightforward and to the point. I don't even know how you make this work. Like, I really don't. I never use any of this stuff. Like, I never use it. Yeesh. However, I love this jacket. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I like want it in real life. And I stand by the belief that every girl needs at least one pair of cowboy boots in her closet. You just never know. We need to hoe down, throw down. But I just gotta say, don't ever do it She's going in the don't ever do it pile, and don't lie, you know it belongs there. Next up we have Island Living. Although Island Living, the gameplay was very snooze yawn to me, and it was all about aesthetics. When it comes to clothing, you can't go wrong there. A lot of this stuff works for me very nicely, and it's definitely with like the cultural themes that The Sims 4, that's a strong suit for them. And I think it's because they have a clear vision as to what it is that they're working with. They want to represent that. They do research. Again, it has like this focal point, and so it helps them bring that all in and not stray too far and get all crazy. So I enjoy this pack a lot. There's a lot of good items in here. Not only that, there's a lot of items in here. Ugh, I love the crochet bathing suit. It looks crocheted. Island Living for me gets a looking good. It is sitting pretty at the top. Girl, judge all these people at the bottom. After Island Living comes Moschino stuff pack, and this was quite a controversial one. However, I was excited for the Create a Sim. I needed to see the clothes. Moschino's never been a brand that I've gravitated towards in fashion. They're very wild and out there, which I guess is a good fit with The Sims, isn't it? Now that I think about it. And I love this hair. It's my favorite one, but there were very few items in here, which I guess kind of makes sense to stuff pack, but I love this outfit. It is so good. The plum bob. Ugh, I regret never having actually bought this in real life, but it's expensive. She don't got the type of money. And this was the first time we almost kind of got Mary Janes in the game. So I can't truly hate this, even though this is the most hideous thing I've ever seen in my life. Don't ever do it. At least there was a theme, and that was Moschino. So for me personally, it is passable. I just would have loved to seen more items in there when it came to the clothes, but they did try to shove a whole camera overhaul, which still doesn't work. I get it, I guess. Then after that came Realm of Magic Fun. We're almost dealing with the same issue as Vampire Stuff Pack. However, I do think they did it better in this one, just because you can't take a lot of these items and use them outside of this pack, which I can't say the same for the Vampire Stuff Pack. The outfits are really gimmicky. The tops and the bottoms can be used more separately. I don't know, I'm just left confused by this one. I really don't know where to put it, but I guess if I were to compare it with some of these packs, I don't think it falls in the don't ever do it with all these other misfits. They're definitely not out here looking good, so it would have to be impassable. And what were you thinking? I definitely think she fits in more in this category. So what were you thinking? What were you thinking with this whole debauchery of mix and match? And after that debacle came Tiny Living. Tiny Living was such a snooze, boring, but I guess most of that was being placed towards the building aspect, that they really forgot about creatism because it's so lackluster. You just get a bunch of frumpy sweaters, a skirt, and pants, which I don't hate them. I actually enjoy these pants. I enjoy the skirt, and I like the sweater. It's just really lackluster. I feel no life in here. I really don't. The question now is, where does this sit? Because I don't think it's a don't ever do it. I don't see it being that bad. And maybe it's because the creatism was so small, but I think it might be just a passable. It was a meh. Now Realm of Magic doesn't feel like it belongs down here either. It is sort of passable too, isn't it? All right, I'll put it up here. I guess I was being a little too mean. Oh my god, I went out of order. I'm so sorry. Actually, after Realm of Magic came Discover University. We just got a little ahead of ourselves. So, ooh, this one's a good one. Where do I start with Discover University? I don't know who was behind this, but you deserve a raise. A round of applause, people. This is the first pack where I really see cohesion, life, a theme. Someone made a proper collection in The Sims 4 and it works. Okay, maybe not that top. This is so good. I love a good overall. It just speaks to me. Is it speaking to you guys? It better be speaking to you guys. And it's so hard to choose my favorite outfit. I'm gonna go with this one. Those shoes, that turtleneck with the button-up dress, and those details on there. God, I can't rave about this one enough, but guys, this is exciting because I really do feel like this is send it all the way to Milan, darling. I want to be sitting front row just clapping at the end of that show. You know? So, that one's really good. After Discover University, then comes Tiny Living. Okay, cool. The next pack is Eco Lifestyle. And ooh, guys, when I tell you, Eco Lifestyle is another one of those hits. You love to see it. This is so good. The palette is really nice. I like a lot of the colors in here that they put in. And there's a common theme that you'll see if you look through it carefully. Hey, who designed this? You guys deserve a raise. Round of applause, people. Another well thought out creative sim, and it's really rare that you find these. I mean, it did have this hideous number, which I like to forget about, but even then in her own right, she's still iconic. And even right now as I try and find my favorite, because it's so hard, there's so many good pieces in here. Ugh, whatever. Point is, guys, this gets another stamp of approval by me. Milan, ship it to Milan, darling. I want to see it down the runway also. It's just really good. And you can tell the people that put all their energy behind this, they had a lot of love. And I just want to say, I see you. I see you. Whoops, that's the wrong one. There we go. I see you. After Eco Lifestyle came Nifty Knitting. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Nifty Knitting to me was such a snoot, such a bore, and it might be because most of the things you had to unlock, which is fair enough, but I still stand by what I said. This is very lackluster, even down to the bedazzled pants. Who's out here bedazzling your pants? Don't do it. Might as well not have had to create a sim, honestly, so I'm just gonna put it in the shred it section. It's meh. I don't even think people would miss it. After Nifty Knitting came Star Wars pack, and do I really gotta say a lot about the Star Wars packs? It's mostly costumes that are geared towards Star Wars, and like there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't play with any of that, so I'm not gonna miss it. When I say shred it, we can do without it. And if you play with the Star Wars pack, I'm so sorry. Next, Snowy Escape, which was another expansion pack. When it comes to this pack, I thought there were some really like fun items in here. Hold on, especially this jacket, maybe not these pants, but shoot, look at this. This was definitely out the box, which I can really appreciate. It's nothing like we have in the Sims game at all. And whoever designed this, y'all deserve a raise too. Something about me and denim, man. For the most part, it's just geared to a lot of like snow activities and then very much like a Japanese style. I don't think they were trying to do anything too crazy, but it works for me. And my Sims are out here looking good because of it. I'm gonna give Snowy Escape a looking good. After Snowy Escape came the Paranormal Stuff Pack. They definitely had like a New Orleans type vibe. And I'm not hating because this is like very stylish. We've seen some styling in The Sims, okay? They were like, button up the first 3 buttons and then flare it out at the bottom. Put some shorts under that. Like, I caught that. I caught it. And we finally got some Mary Janes, some proper ones. So I don't think this is the worst thing. Definitely some cute tops and bottoms as well. It was an all-around okay pack for Create a Sim in my humble opinion. So I'm gonna put it in passable. All right, so that is my tier list. Get a good look because I worked really hard on this. Not gonna lie, going through every single DLC pack to see all like the Create a Sims items, it was a lot. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you thought that any of them deserve to be a lot higher, maybe lower. Shoot, I'll take that too. And overall, what it is that you think. I'd love to hear down below in those comments. You can find me on all of these other platforms. My name is Morbid Gamer on almost anything and everything. So go peruse. And yeah, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Like this video so you can help your girl out. Click that notification bell so you know when I go live. That is all. Your fashion critic is out, you guys. I will catch you not in my next video. This personality won't be here, so I bid adieu. I'm gonna go read the newest issue of Vogue now. Bye.